I wonder if I can open this. Failed. Now, so we need super strength
And arrived. A noteworthy sight.
up on knowledge for that one. Only one salvager. Yeah, we got the money, so we can continue on. Alright, so we'll just head back down to the inn.
Oh.
Okay. We can go say hi. Yeah, yada yada yada, story stuff, blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of loading this time around. Alright. Alright, so now we head back and talk to the same Napon that we did earlier, so we can travel. But we have Rock stolen, so we'll have to get him back. Okay. Yeah, now we're gonna head all the way back down. Just go safely head down. Alright. Okay, another skipped one. Stop thief. Yeah, so now we're back in Torrigoth. So we gotta talk to the individual people here, and they'll give us an idea of where he went off to. Yeah, eventually we just get up to the top of the stairs and take a right. Yeah, they run really fast. Alright, so you got Myron right here. And then we head over to the farm. And since we are over here, I am going to double check. I am pretty sure, yeah, so since we didn't take out the, whatever his name was, when he was level 99, we would have gotten the gravestone. Because we didn't do that, we have to redo that entire thing if we want to farm him. He is really good for farming legendary crystals. One of the better enemies that we could farm. But that's also another thing we could save for later, because we could collect everything we need. And then do that later. Because we could do it all in like one go. So, later on I'll just make, or I'll get the entire list of all the stuff we need for it beforehand. And then we can save it for later. So, now we have a better idea of where he is at. And then we'll just head back over to the timber yard. So we gotta head up here.
Mama, off we go! What will we find?
All the walking. Yeah, so you're gonna take this. Because this will also be an area that we can teleport back to as well. talking to autos, yada yada yada, helping us out with tracking. Yeah, so once again, there are two different ways. Let's see if we can do the footprints now, because we do have
We learn from history to prepare for the future.
the levels. So we do need a keen eye. So let's see if we have anybody that uses that. Double check the blade list here. So sort, keen eye. So nobody here. We have Grog that has keen eye, so we could use him for this.
I give you my all.
Okay.
Think about it objectively.
We learn from history to prepare
Take
for
off.
the future.
Bear it bravely.
Alright, so there we go. We got the other version of this. So we could talk to Otto and he helps us out. Or we could just do the levels. Because usually when it's like early on, because this is still, because we're in chapter 4 now, it's still pretty early into the game. We might not have Fortitude or Keen Eye at this point until later on. So it is nice to actually get
If
this
they
one
seek
turned
a
around.
fight, they shall get one.
And I suppose we should get a fight in.
Brilliant. Keep eye on it.
The enemy's element is now electric.
Not even in the heat of battle.
Attacks in.
My heart swells with pride.
Not to bu- My thoughts exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so it just wraps around. Goes through here. Let me double check. I don't think I have to do this entire thing. I just teleport over, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because once we get the footprints, it automatically unlocks the next spot. So once we get here, yeah, cutscene. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not going to run that entire thing. We already did that earlier. Teleporting makes it much easier. Yeah, and if you know this Perdito's weapon, this one's an interesting one too. I think it's considered one of the ranged weapons. It also has its own unique setup here. Yeah, decimation cannon. So we have ether none, circle blowdowns, area of effect, and then ahead, none. So I think we could probably just leave this as is, because it doesn't really have anything like break, topple, launch, or anything like that, so we'll just leave it. Alright, so as we talk to them, we get to fight some birds.
Watch yourself,
It's
Rex.
pretty easy because we have the levels.
Quietly.
Yeah, we just do that.
My core.
I'm
down.
Did I do? It'll be fine.
And there we go.
can turn it around.
Yeah, much easier nowadays. And there he is. We got Rock. Hooray! Alright, so let's teleport. Let's go to the Oasis. No, we could go to the Grotto because we got to travel down a little bit. Because when I went over here, I didn't
We're
get
here.
the.
I'll bring up the rear.
I didn't get to teleport for the area. So I'll just walk backwards a little bit. I could drop down, but that might be too much of a drop. Could do this one though. I could just grab on. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty cool thing with fall damage. Is that if we're close enough to anything that we could climb, we could grab onto it. Yeah, the cool thing with Rock is that we only have to get to this point
Hey, look what I found.
to
We've
unlock
never
him as a
been here.
blade. We don't have to do anything fancy like fight monsters. He is an automatic collectible. So I believe I showed this last time, so we could skip it. Yeah, there's Rock. We will set him to this point.
Rock.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, so rock once again.
Miasma schmiasma. Away!
Yeah, and I believe he's still level 4. Because he gains the affinity levels based on the mercenary main levels. And we could double check. Yeah, because that's one of the things that carry over. Yeah, see, he's also the same. Yeah, I believe we saw that as well, because I went up to it. We had to talk to him at the inn, once we have that node available. Alright, now we have the enemies in the cave here. We can take them out, and then we can move on. And these guys are going to be pretty easy, especially at this point, because we're pretty much good to go.
Let's show him a
Alright,
thing
let's
or
get an
three.
area of
My
effect.
Tara hungry and coming for
So we
them.
can do that to him.
Brilliant.
That's it.
This. You cheated. Let's
Harness your rage.
get rocks, so we can also get some attacks with him.
Vortex edge. Sure. Wind smash.
Get one down, there we go. So we'll get one attack
Shall
here.
destroy you. Deathwing.
There we go.
Choice cut it down.
Alright, let's get Pyra for some attacks. Another one down, and a level up to 30, nice.
Eagle eye. Good. It's okay.
Alright, let's use this.
Flame. Never.
Close.
I
shall defend you to the last.
Oh, let's switch back over to Perdido here. Yep, final hit. Not too bad. Yeah, I will say Perdido is pretty good for the area of effect. Especially that blowdown attack, that was pretty good. If there was more power behind it, it'd be really good against smaller enemies. Or weaker ones too. Because I could potentially like one-shot them. Now all I would have to do is give them one of the core chips that increases first attacks in battle. And we got our first node too.
This will bring swift victory.
So I believe the blades here, I think I covered this when we got Perdido. We do get Heart to Heart. Yeah, class of his own. I don't think we get any quests with them, but we could double check. There are a couple of question marks, so that probably is like a certain thing that happens later on. Yeah, so I believe that's the case with the new blades that we get access to. We don't have quests, but we do have Heart to Heart. Heart to Heart events. So we can check those out once we get them. Okay, so let's once again talk to the Nalpon so we can go.
We're here.
I'll bring up the rear.
Up.
Yeah, Murmur, we are ready to go. We can finally travel to Mor Ardain. Woo. Yeah, we gotta do all this stuff here. Yeah, travel through first bit of the town, head over to the springs for the first time, track down Lila, and then head over to the factory to wrap up Chapter 4. Yeah, I believe this gate over here also reset, so we would have to travel to that low spot down there to find the key for that. Alright, so when we do stay at the inn over here, I'm going to bump my levels up to probably 45.
Okay, bring it on.
Maybe... Yeah, I'd say 45 would be a good spot. Because some of the enemies here are also getting stronger and stronger. So I do want to keep at least a few levels above them. I could like have lower levels so I could get higher experience, but I'd rather not. I could save all the experience farming for later. Probably until like Temperantia, because that's when we have the level 90 plus Saurians. Because they give us like a lot of experience. And yeah, as Nero, I'm just hanging out. Doing his own thing. Let's see, here we talked to Professor Susu.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it.
Well, like
Perhaps
Professor
rest and
Suspicious,
enjoy you for a bit.
as we already know. So, we will stay at the inn. And here we
And
go.
arrived.
The next
A
traveling
noteworthy
bard.
sight.
So, this is one for more Ardain, and what does this one have? Well, this one has ultimate weaponry. Really expensive. So, what is ultimate weaponry? Well, we did actually see this beforehand. This increases the weapon points that we have available for the various attacks here. And right here. So we get this when we fully complete a Blade's Affinity. As for the ultimate ones, we usually get these for the special named ones, like Pyra and Mithra. We'll get an ultimate weaponry for. So usually like the higher end 5-star blades, we'll get these. As for all of the other blades that we could get normally, it's usually the first and second one. Depending on how their affinity is, or how strong they are. But the ultimate weaponry, it's usually the named ones, like Rock, Pyro, Mithra, Poppy, and her variants, I believe, also give us ultimate weaponry. So, pretty decent one, especially if we could get, like, weapon points. But for now, we could just skip this one. Because that one is pretty expensive. Okay, another maxed one, which is good. Yeah, I will say the most useful ones are probably the one that gives us the crystals for Poppy. And I think the one that gives us the overdrive protocols. And everybody else is, eh. Yeah, so we'll stay at the inn. Skipping the scene, unfortunately. The well-known scene. Yeah, and now Mithra is out and about. Because we have to find
Look what I found.
Lila.
We've never been here before, have we?
Alright, so I believe...
Smells fresh.
No!
Yeah, we didn't get the levels that we needed, so we should be fine anyway.
Double spinning edge.
One
Double
shot.
spinning
Let me
edge.
Okay,
take
so
it.
let me move to the side here.
Quicken
The enemy's
hearts.
element is now fire.
Focus.
Why not? Hit it.
I'm not going to do that.
Ray of
There we go.
punishment. Twister. Cutter. Poppy, are you okay? No damage? Poppy is just fine. But what about you, Master
Okay,
Pawn?
so another attack.
Cutter.
I guess I really
Yeah,
am.
it's going to go pretty quick here.
Double spinning
Let me
edge.
take it. Let
And
me
a
show
photon
it.
should... Okay, it did take him out. Nice.
You win.
Why not?
Alright, we'll grab this stuff because we could sell it later.
Poppy power.
Okay, so we already got super strength, so we're good to go. I think we have level 3, at least for her. Then we'll go to the next part with Lila hopping around. Yeah, so we're just gonna chase her down to the various points on the roof here. It's pretty straightforward, so. Yeah, because the steam is active on the right, we have to head over to the left and deactivate it. And we'll have to go in like certain spots to go around it, and we should be able to get that. Okay. So, fully.
Okay, bring it on.
I was kind of hoping I wasn't gonna
Double
deaggro, but that's fine.
Maybe we're not.
Yeah, as you can see,
Do
he's
you
kind
want
of.
to stop staring at
weak.
me, or what?
I wasn't looking. Honest. You just keep entering my field of vision,
Alright,
is all.
now we head over to the right
Okay,
side. We'll
bring
do
it on.
this dude first.
Double spinning edge.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
My thoughts exactly.
Okay. And then Lila. Yeah, so now we'll just head over where we need to as we wait for this to load. I'm only going to attack enemies at aggro.
If
Makes it
they
easier.
seek a fight, they shall get one.
You're done. Double spinning edge.
This attack
You're done.
Let me show
sounds a
you.
little stronger, so we can at least get some extra attacks in.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
And a rare crystal. There we go.
You might be overdoing it a touch. Really?
Up.
I was really afraid of that.
Oh, this is a scout, so he's going to be a pretty weak one.
Maybe we're not doomed.
You have improved considerably,
There we go.
Tora.
Really? Could Tora
let's head
even
over
become
this
as
way.
good as Rex?
Aggro, nice. There we go. Lila. Wait. Alright, so now we can just hop down.
Oh.
I was trying to go onto that second floor, but it's alright. Alright, yeah, we can get close enough so we can trigger the fight. And then we can fight Lila for the first time.
Do it like I showed you.
Yeah,
and we'll
just like
see
before, it's the same fight. She gets invincibility once in a while with one of her abilities, which isn't too bad.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive.
Double spin. This is where we prove
Finally got something right. Come on,
Multiple
time
fights
to
here.
Rocket kick.
watch it.
I shall defend
Now,
you to
I
the
can keep
last,
going.
my lady.
Anchor shot.
Miss.
Ha!
Make haste and return.
There's invincible, so we can just wait.
Dynamite.
Anchor shot.
We'll make your
Okay,
dreams
so we
a
got
reality.
topple.
For sure.
I don't think I have anybody equipped for launch,
Yeah.
Focus.
so we won't get
Why
that.
not?
Bitey. Bitey
Sword
bomb.
bash.
Keep eye on it. Under
Anchor
attack.
shot. Ha!
Let us
Other
wait.
attacks.
Under
Sword
attack.
bash.
Let's get.
Let me take it.
Sure. Gotcha.
Under
Oh,
attack.
so he's
Under
in topple.
attack.
Okay.
Under attack.
Sword
No. You
bash.
fight under
Double spinning
attack.
edge.
Okay, so attacks
Dynamite.
in.
Go in
Let
for the
us make
weekend.
use of it.
Gotcha.
Defense protocol activated.
Ha!
I missed. Let me take it.
Double spinning edge.
Yeah, so I believe Numa is also another one that's kind of story locked.
Yeah.
We won't have access to her until later.
Under attack.
It'd be kind of funny if we fought like the first enemy with Numa. Be a bit of overkill. Oh wait, we can actually use her. Oh, never mind.
Sync it up, everyone.
Oh, all right, never mind. So she's not story locked. I was wrong.
We're up, Gramps.
All we need to have is at least max affinity. So yeah, this will make these fights better.
Get 'em, Nia.
Yeah, so I'll just do this for the bonus experience.
Mother Nature, give us your blessing.
It's definitely useful here.
Tora, Poppy, go, go! Tora, right here. Poppy Alpha under attack. Full power.
Yep.
I'm feeling stronger than before.
Not too bad. Yeah, so whenever I have the ability to, yeah, I didn't know that. I thought she was story locked, so that'll make some of the fights easier too, because she is definitely one of the strongest blades that we have access to. So the only thing with her, I just have to get max affinity with either Pyra or Mithra.
World has many amazing
More than
places
likely
in
Mithra,
it.
because we're going to be using her a
Perhaps
lot,
rest and enjoy view
and
for a bit.
max affinity during the fight, and that's all we need. Yeah, so now we take on Morag and Brigid. And that's only because they think it's us running around attacking people. So. Nope, in reality it was just Lila. So.
Behave!
Alright, so let's attack this guy.
Time to take
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty easy.
Poppy
So
will
I'll take out
protect
the
Azkaban.
outlying
You fight
people here.
Go for it.
Ray of
Yeah.
punishment.
2 down.
Why not?
Defense protocol activated. Thanks
Now
for the
I'm
support.
fired up.
I'm
Alright,
looking
this
at
will wait.
parts of
Fire.
Alright, so now we just try and go for the chain gauge here.
Sword back. Double
We can do
spinning
it.
edge.
Just like when we Lila fight, we get some multiple attacks and we wait for the
Spinning edge.
max affinity.
Fired.
I don't think I'm going to use any specials here because I kind of want to get Numa here.
Spinning edge.
Or at least try to.
Let me take it.
Okay, so max affinity, we just need to get that chain gauge up.
Ether anchor.
Sword.
We'll get some attacks in.
Spinning edge.
Hey.
Anchor shot.
My dead body. Would be a good time to heal.
Anchor shot.
Another one. Another one.
Deadly twister. We can do it. We'll do it.
Come on, Rex. Come on. Alright, so Numa is available. I'll just wait a little bit, get another attack in. Okay, there you go. And finish it up.
Loading target data.
We're up, Gramps.
Yeah, so this is usually just the farming method to get good experience. Just getting that bonus.
Get him, Nia.
And if we have the orbs on the enemies, as long as we break those, we'll be able to continue these rounds, which leads to even a much higher bonus.
Poppy Alpha operating at full power.
There we go. Well done.
Much stronger.
Your skills have improved.
Yep. Alright, so now we just have to go through the factory. But first, we have to figure out where Lila is. We don't technically know she's in a factory, which means we get to do a little bit of recon. Now, the last time, we had to do the mercenary missions because we didn't have the required levels. This time around, we do. We need Napon Wisdom, and we definitely have that in droves because we have Drillmark, Poppy Alpha has Napon Wisdom, and if we had Zeke, we would have Boreas available because he also has Napon Wisdom.
Wow! World has many amazing
But we
places
can
in
at
it.
least get a couple of
Perhaps
levels
rest and enjoy view
from
for a
Drillmark
bit.
and Poppy Alpha. I think Cassandra is another one that also has that. Let me double check. Let me equip her.
I
think
wish I
she's
could
another
share
one
my
also
luck
has
with everyone.
Napon Wisdom? Okay, so she already has 2 levels active. And Drillmark has... Oh, he only has Ancient Wisdom. Oh, I thought he had Napon Wisdom. Alright, so it really is just Poppy and... Okay, so she has 3. Alright, so that's at least 5 levels of Napon Wisdom. Poppy Alpha's favorite pouch item from the drinks category? I think I have that. That is... Yeah, that's fizz juice. I can just do this real quick. I just need to do this one 3 more times. And then we'll get the automatic node. Yeah, okay.
Poppy's computational power increased.
Alright. Yeah, so pretty much a free super strength. Yeah, because we'll have, like, certain things we'll need to do for that. It seems like I have to travel down, but I'm going to get the area unlocked for this place.
No! We lost the
So
upper hand.
ignore that dude first. Okay, so we got that. Travel in here so we could de-aggro. Okay, so I believe we head over to the dock. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I believe there was some stuff that was being sold.
Off we go. What will we find?
Okay, talk to the Napon. Yeah, talking about different materials that we saw. And then I believe this next area is just up the hill. Because we're looking for barrels that were up here, but they had already been moved to the factory. The old factory and the other factory as well. Bam, 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 rabbit. The barrels in question are already gone. Yeah, we did see them the first time we came through here, but we didn't really know what was in them at the time. Alright, so I believe... Yeah, go to the shopping district so we can go top side and then head right here.
And we're you. Okay, I'm ready to head out.
Oh, okay, so we have to buy stuff. We have to buy information, pretty much. So, I completely forgot. Maybe if you help me remember. Yeah, so it activates even if we buy, like, only one item. We don't have to go, like, buy everything from them. What do you know? I just remembered. Alright, so we should have the next area unlocked. Yeah, so we could just head to the right this time. So we get to talk to the guy over here.
And we're you.
Turn around.
Okay, I'm ready to head out.
Alright, where? There he is.
Okay.
Of
bring
course
on.
it did.
So double spinning edge.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would
Well done.
aggro.
Quicken arts.
Why not?
Focus.
Yeah.
Try
Ha.
this. Oh, Mother Nature, give us your
So-
blessing.
Did I get...
We were
Is
so
it only this
unguarded.
one?
So no, double
The
spinning
enemy's
edge.
element is now
Some
electric.
attacks in.
Try to keep
yeah,
Double spinning
another.
edge.
Eagle eye.
Hit it.
Everything
Level 3.
is planned. Lightning buster.
Why not? Anchor shot.
Spinning. There we go. Come on. Blind spot.
Go
And a
for it.
photon to wrap it up.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Hearts of everyone beat as
We
one.
finished quicker than I expected.
We're on a roll now.
All thanks to foresight, of course.
Okay. Yeah, we're looking for barrels. Yada, yada, yada. So now we head over to the factory. But since we already have it unlocked, we can just head right over. And I believe that right there was another heart-to-heart that we did. I think.
And we're
Yeah, green barrels. I think we can skip that because I don't think it does it in a cutscene. It's like after it. Alright, so let's see what we need.
I'm an expert
Okay,
on
so we
all
only
things
need-
Napon.
yeah, we only
Napon's a
needed 3.
puppy.
Yeah, so this is the other version of this. We can automatically get it unlocked. Tora can read. Manage to read writing. As usual, deliver goods to certain facility around chest area of more Ardan Titan. That doesn't seem very specific. But at least now we know the general area. Perhaps it's time we report it back to Morag. Tora tell Morag how Tora was key to investigation success. We'll demand 3-year supply of tasty sausage. Don't get yourself too carried away with it. Don't get too carried away with yourself there. With that much tasty sausage, Master will not need to work for the rest of life. Rest of his life? The 3-year supply? Anyway, if we head back to the palace, the guard should get us in touch with Morag. Yes, this was what she said. Shall we then? Alright, so we head back to town because we didn't get the unlock for that. Just head over to the plaza and head across the bridge.
Off we go. What will we find?
I don't know if I had gotten this one. Because I think this one just talks about a little bit of the military history. How Drillmark is pretty knowledgeable about it. I might have. Some of them I can't remember if I've gotten, because it has been a couple
And
of
arrived.
months.
Oh,
Yeah, so the thing is... Okay, so we'll have to automatically do that. Yeah, so we talk to her, give her what we found out, and then we head over to the factory ourselves. Let's see, so we had a little factory. Yeah, so we'll have to manually go
Off we
through this
go.
place.
What will we find?
Alright, so going through the factory is going to be a bit boring, because we have already done it so far. We find a named enemy in here, a bunch of enemies. We've got to find a key that unlocks the door, yada yada yada. So I will skip ahead to when we meet Zeke and Pandoria for the second time. So, see you in a bit. Alright, trying to drop in on Zeke and Pandoria. Yippee! As we have already seen, a pretty funny scene with this one.
Oops! I went and revealed my incredible power.
Time to take you
There we
down.
go.
I'll let you know if we start
Anchor
talking.
shot.
Few attacks in. This, and then a photon.
We got something right. Maybe we'll get
Move around the back here.
We're on a roll now. I'm on to you.
Tora ready.
I shall defend you to
Okay,
the
let's
last
do this.
Grab
There you go.
said it best.
Happy will protect Master.
Alright,
No
let's
effect.
use rocks so we can get some attacks in.
Cyclone smash.
Okay, let's switch over to Meringue, get some attacks in. Alright, we'll get knocked out.
Pull yourself together.
Overload Thunder Beam!
Okay, there we go.
Show them. Eye up.
Operating at full power.
Dynamic Spark Sword!
Everyone's
Yeah, I had to use Meringue for one of the doors in the factory, so we could continue through.
rock.
Just a little bit more. Let's switch over to Mithra.
We were so unguarded.
Double spinning edge.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
And final hit.
Oh, shut up!
Alright. Yeah, it was so-so. Yeah, we could just continue on. Yeah, so I think after this, I'm going to bump up my levels to about 50 or so, because I don't really...
Okay, bring
It's
it
kind
on.
of the reason why I don't want to deal with any of the enemies aggroing. Can we... Okay, we can skip it. Alright, let's go to the side. But we need the key. So we're gonna open this.
Treasure acquired.
Alright, so let's get the ladder. We are good to go.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it. Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit. Poppy power!
Yeah, so we have all of this. We don't have to worry about anything.
Up.
And here we are at factory once again. Yeah, so plenty of cutscenes to skip. Yeah, so we're going to go to the second portion, go towards the door, but the door shuts. Then we have to turn around and open the door. That's the giant one that's...
If they seek a fight,
course
they
it's a
shall get
scout.
one.
Double spinning edge.
Blind spot!
Sure.
Quicken arts.
Why not?
See if he runs far enough away so he de-aggros.
Dang, it's found us.
No. Yeah, a big reason why some of these enemies are a pain.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
My
Come on,
thoughts
attack,
exactly.
please. Thank you.
I guess I really am the best.
I'm on to you.
Much
Hey, just
obliged.
build a couple of attacks.
I'm finding it hard to care right now.
Don't give up on me.
Move around a little
Time to
bit.
heal.
Okay, let's get an attack.
No, I'm fired.
And then a recharge. And then let's go for a photon.
The enemy's element is now
Prepare yourself.
Okay, there we go.
Why not?
Activated.
Double spinning.
There we go. Alright, same thing with this one. We need the super strength, which Poppy already has.
Poppy power.
And then we can skip this cutscene.
Wow.
Yeah, then right into another fight.
This will be a walk in the park.
So
Double
many.
spinning.
A few attacks in. Let's do this. We can get a photon. Move around to the back so I can attack him from behind.
Why not?
Get another photon.
the enemy's element is now
Electric getting
Level
better.
35, nice.
We will make your dreams a reality.
Then we get auto attack until we get an available ability. There we go.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Yeah, it's the same battle with Lila just like before. She has a chance to do invincibility, which we don't really need to worry about too much.
Nah, I can keep
We'll attack as normally.
Anchor shot.
Mother Nature, give us your
Double
blessing.
spinning.
win this one.
Grab said it best.
We're doing fine.
Sword bash. Double spinning
Missile
edge.
circus.
Kinda wish he would focus on somebody else, though.
Activated.
Sword back. Anchor shot.
Dynamite.
Case in point, I kinda wish he would focus on somebody else.
And retrieve it.
Tora should be
Please,
getting the aggro, but
Near.
no panic.
Why
Under
not?
attack.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
Poppy will put
Anchor
rest
shot.
upon.
Ha!
Make haste and retrieve it.
okay, let's go for level 3.
Lightning.
This is where we Why not?
Output increased.
Why
Okay,
not?
there we go.
Eye up.
Under.
Build some attack.
I like your
Okay, let's
attitude.
do
Missile circus.
topple.
Come on, time to heal.
Why not? Double
Oh,
spinning
launch? Let's use this. Smash.
Always have been.
Thank you,
always
Nia.
will be.
There we go. That was a pretty good one. Alright, now for another skip. Alright, so they are going to hang out for a bit. So this door is locked, so we get to go this way. This one is also locked, so we gotta go this way.
Hey, look what I found. We've never been here before, have we?
Okay, so auto unlock
Smells fresh.
through here. Alright, so we do have to raise the platform, so we have to activate this, but I think we need a drop. Or do we need... Yeah, we need a key, so we'll have to get a drop from one of the Turk in here. Let's attack these three.
Let's show him a thing or three.
I can take care of myself. Let me
Go
show
for
you.
it.
The enemy's
There we go, got him before he ran off. Oh, there it is.
My thoughts exactly.
It's nice that the scout had it.
Double spinning
Let
edge.
me take it.
The enemy's element is now fire.
Another photon and Turkin down.
I'm on to you.
What? Much obliged.
Okay.
Double spinning edge.
And another
We will make
photon. There we go.
Good, Nia.
All right.
Make sure to keep Rex focused.
Activate this and move on. Alright, now we go to the second half. Just run up to where the giant door is, and it automatically closes, and then the camera pans to the building that we're at, telling us that we gotta go to that building. Okay, so building closes. Door closes. And we gotta go up there. We gotta go to that control panel. Alright, I don't feel like dealing with any of these guys, so I'll just move around a bit. And just a treasure chest. I guess I gotta go through here then. Oh, okay, that works. Don't mind me, just walking through here. Chest over there. Some Turrican. I gotta go up on the floor here. Alright, so we need that, but we need to actually go that way. I gotta head back down. Yeah, so we need to be on that platform up there, and in order to get up there, we're gonna take this. I'll just hop over here. Yep, don't mind me. Yeah, you see how it's much easier that we don't have to deal with a Turrican or any of the enemies? It's so much easier. We just run through. I believe one of these might... No, okay, we didn't. Alright, so we do get to fight these.
Okay, bring it on. Double spinning edge.
Get attack in. Let's get a photon. Photon, please. Photon, thank you.
Why not?
The enemy's element is now
I'm
wind.
all set.
Of course. Come on. Okay, another one down.
Stand up and fight, Rex. One
Thanks,
shot.
Nia.
Let me take
No,
it.
I'm
Okay, photon, please.
Ray of
You.
Trauma.
I shall defend you
Why
to the
not?
The
last,
enemy's
my
element is
lady.
now
Just
electric.
a flash.
Build this a bit.
And retreat.
It'll be fine.
Healing
We can turn it
halo.
Okay,
around.
let's go for a topple.
Focus.
Sure.
Then this.
We can do it. I'm
There we
all
go.
set.
Gotcha.
Okay, so they are below us, so I'm going to move over here a bit so we can de-aggro. There we go. Yeah, because they're behind that door, they won't bother us, but we'll unlock that. Now we'll open the door. Now we can go on through and fight gigantic Lila. We'll be able to, yep.
Oh.
Okay, and go through and skip some
Hey,
cutscenes.
look what
Enlarged model of Lila. Gigantic artificial
Let's show him a thing or three.
Come on then, Rex.
Get some attacks in.
Double spinning edge. So back. Double spinning edge.
Okay, so we'll build this until we get level 3. We'll let her do that. Yeah, actually, we just gotta fight until it does the next part. So it doesn't matter too much what we do. Okay. Okay, so now we have Poppy QT, which is nice.
You see? Now
Okay, same thing again. Attack from behind. Get some attacks.
Double spinning edge.
Go for level 3 if we're able to.
Anchor shot.
Now would be a good
Okay,
time
another
to
one, so we'll let Tora do that.
Anchor shot.
Okay, we go to level 3.
Sure, we will make your dreams a
Okay,
reality.
so we will build this until at least level 2. And then we'll switch over to Rock, because we could do Dead of Winter. So we need to do that and that. We can use Dead of Winter. And we can get this.
Why it's shaking? What
There we
happened?
go. Alright, so let's switch over to Mithra. And then we can do this. Let's do some attacks. And then we can get a chain attack. So we can get some bonus.
Success of company!
Yeah, because we can destroy this orb. So
Go for it.
we got Pyra. Oh, Numa. Okay, so we get the overkill. We're gonna use Nim.
Oh, Mother Nature, give us your blessing.
Okay, and we could use QT.
Be ready to face anything.
There we go. Okay, we'll get round number 2.
Let's keep it up.
So we'll use Numa
Hit it
again.
now.
Radiant flare.
Yeah, as long as we keep on building on the bonus, we'll get a
Get
higher
'em, Nia.
amount of experience and money.
Ready or go naughty.
And I also noticed that I was actually wrong. We have QT Pie. I kind of forgot. I thought she was locked behind the story. So, yeah, we got QT Pie.
Poppy
So
cutie
let's take her.
pie, it's
Poppy will
time
give
to
it her all.
shine. Naponic Axion.
Excellent.
370, almost 13,000.
Much stronger.
Okay, pretty good fight. Goodbye, Rosa. Alright, so I'm going to save here. And the reason is I want to show what happens when we topple somebody in a battle when it doesn't fully complete. Because I did talk about this before. There are a couple of times in the game where if you topple an enemy like usual, when they get broken, you could topple them, and sometimes it interferes with the next scene that happens. We could get a soft lock. So I'm going to try and demonstrate that in this part, because I have had it happen to me a couple of times in the past. So just to make sure, we're going to save. Okay, so 183.47. We are going to double check Tora here, because we also have the full Poppy series, which is nice. We're going to have Cutie Pie in the front,
Poppy will guard you
and then
again.
QT
Poppy is
in
indispensable.
the middle. Nia is good, and we don't need Array, so we'll get somebody else.
I've waited for this.
Brion Perdido. Alright, let me double check how many... Okay, 4, 8. Okay, so I have to find some time to farm those. So I'm going to demonstrate in the battle. We could potentially get a soft lock here.
And arrived.
Oh,
So,
This is
and
where
I
we were
did
going.
make a change, so let me... Okay, now we're good. Okay, so we'll do the fight as normal. Just wait for the cutscenes. Yeah, because I did try and not get this during the fights before. But this time I am going to
You can't
demonstrate
use
it.
your powers here. Ain't that right, Aegis?
Okay, you time to
Okay, so just going to get a couple of attacks in. And then we're going to do topple. And then we just do...
maybe we're not.
Choose you, Poppy Cutie.
Oh, I think the launch kind of messed it up. That's alright. But yeah, it is possible right there. If you have him in a topple stance, and he's just sitting there, and if you don't have anybody doing a launch, he pretty much just gets stuck there. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised it didn't work,
Okay,
but
time to
I think having Nim kind of messed it up. Yeah, that's alright. So let's just go in for a fight.
Quicken our
I'll just move on.
We finally got something right.
Alright, no more attacks. Heal this a bit. Because we have max affinity, we could get some attacks in here, so we could use Numa, and we just take everybody out. Let's use her, level 3.
Maybe we should just talk this over
go.
as responsible adults. Why not? Leon, double spinning.
Yeah, see, if you notice over there, we actually do see Perdido. He is a blade of Petroka.
I shall drown you in my power.
And Mikhail here also has a blade that we can potentially get in New Game Plus. So we got one character taken out, and I think I got it just in time so we can, yeah, it's like almost 0 HP, so we could get the overkill here.
Gotcha.
And he has an orb too. Definitely got that in
Get
time.
him, Nia.
So let's use Nim.
Let me take care of it.
There we go. Breaking the orb, and now we can actually break it. Let's use QT.
reporting
Okay,
in.
now it's broken, so we'll get a bonus
And another
round.
one.
So let's use Numa.
Hit it, no.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's use Nim again.
I come, ready or
And to wrap it all up, Cutie Pie.
Poppy Party Cutie Pie at your service.
Okay.
Magnificent.
Yeah, 436 is pretty good.
Enemy
So, this is it. Petroka, I love you.
Okay.
Well, I guess they don't.
It's not too bad. That was it for that chapter. At the end of chapter 4. Alright, so thanks for watching, and then we'll cut it right here, and then we could get started with chapter 5. So, see you in the next one.